All right. For the last time of 2025, it's Barry.
And for the last time of 2025, it is Bryan.
And for the last time of 2025, welcome to the Collecti-Bros podcast. On this final episode of the year, we're gonna wrap it up nice and tight. We're gonna talk about what we played this year, what sucked booty balls this year,
Yes.
how the podcast went, what are we looking forward to next year. As always, if you're new, this is a weird episode to start on, but we are a video game collecting podcast with a focus on the collecting part, but also the playing, because we play our games. They just don't sit on the shelf and collect dust and
Humble brag.
they're not shelf.
Bragging.
They're not shelf porn. You know,
Yes.
It's porn we actually watch, I guess.
That's right.
So,
Enjoy. Connoisseurs.
so if that sounds interesting to you, continue on. Maybe you want a taste of what we did this year. There's plenty of episodes to go back to here on YouTube and also on Spotify. And if you want to talk directly to us, we're in Discord. Link is in the show notes. So, starting off, I don't really know where to start. Let's start with do you want to start with us or the podcast?
Yeah, I think we start with us and the podcast. I think that's a good starting point. There wouldn't be a podcast.
No, do you want to start with us or the podcast?
Oh, start with us. We can do us and then the podcast.
Okay. All right. I think we talked about it a little bit before we started recording. Bryan has most definitely taken the cake for the most games played this year. We're both going to be uploading a kind of look back video. A reflection. Mine is a reflection video, if you will, where I talk about pretty much everything I played this year in a little bit more detail than this. And I know Bryan's going to do one too. Hopefully.
Yeah, mine's a little different just because the number of games I played. Like, I played a shitload of games this year, but the main reason why is because I really wanted to hit that million gamer score. So, like, there's some cheese in my playlist, man. Like, I do play a lot of these indie games and stuff on Xbox. There's a bunch of them are on Game Pass, but I'm talking, like, there's no shame. Like, I was pushing hard to get a million gamer score this year, so I've got a bunch of shit you can just, like, complete the game in an hour and get all the achievements and stuff. I played 134 games this year, man. And, not all of those were winners.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but I do have, like, little snippets, and I'm going to talk about all the games, like, because some of these games I'm sure most people have never even fucking heard of, you know? So I'm going to just kind of briefly cover them, my time with it, what I thought of them. And some of these might go kind of quick, though, man, because some of them are kind of ass. Like,
are you going to go through every single one?
I'm going to make an attempt. There's some that I don't think I can get footage for that I should have got through the year being responsible because the servers are down or whatever, but I'm going to make an attempt.
I will say, the video that I made, I only allowed myself a minute per game, and it's still like over half an hour.
Yeah, I might.
So you might have to like cut some chaff, bro.
Yeah, here's some ass section. These 10 games are ass, and just flash them on the screen. They don't deserve our time.
You have a whole section of like, here are the games I played for achievements. And that's it.
It's a long list, short video.
Woof.
I mean, no, honestly, that was a huge focus for my year, like personally for gaming. Like, I wanted to get that million. I could taste it. It's something I did the video for the million gamer score, and like I meant every word of that, bro. It's something I've been working on since the day the 360 came out. So I finally did it, and like, you know what? I put off playing a lot of those bullshit games for the longest time because, like, I briefly talked about the video. Million gamer score ain't what it used to be because of these cheesy games and shit that are at now. And I was like a strong holdout forever. And I was like, man, I need like this much more. I'm just going to fucking start playing some of these. So we'll see. But yeah, they're definitely on there this year. There's some of those games are definitely there.
I've seen some of the stuff that you played for achievements, and I'm like, oh my God.
Bro, some of it you didn't see because I put it in private because I don't want to get joned on. Like, fucking, what's the Barbie game that was on Game Pass? Barbie Friendship Adventure? Yeah. And it wasn't short. It was not an hour.
Like, literally, if I saw you in Discord with that under your name, I'd have been like, I know exactly
Bro,
what that's
I appeared
for.
offline. Because
like
other people in the Discord be like, what the fuck?
When you kept playing Paw Patrol, I was like, I know what that's for.
Oh, multiple Paw Patrol games, yeah. That's the thing with Barbie. Like, it wasn't short. It was like a 20-hour game.
It's funny because, like, there's games on there that's, like, if I saw, like, I don't know, if I'm trying to think of anybody else that has kids, but I'm just like, oh, if I saw so-and-so playing, like, Paw Patrol, I'd have been like, oh, their kid's probably on playing. But, like, also knowing you, I'm like, those kids would not be touching your gamer gamer profile.
Yeah, I can't even blame the kids. Nope.
So I'm like, I know that's not even them playing it.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, when I had Gamefly in the 360 days, I would Gamefly Hannah Montana and shit because I didn't want to buy it. But I was like, yeah, I'll get the gamer score if I rent it, whatever. But now I'm like, fuck it, I need it.
Now you don't even care. Yeah, you don't even care.
Yeah. I don't. No shame, brother. No shame. Hey, million gamer score. It's on the back of Hannah Montana and Barbie. Thank you. And the Paw Patrol.
They did their duty, bro.
Dude, yeah, protect and serve and get achievements. Let's go. Shit.
Well, let's start with what are some games that surprised us?
Ooh, yeah.
Some games that surprised us, and we can lead into maybe what the best game we played was.
Yeah.
I think that it's probably pretty obvious for both of us if people who listen to this kind of know us by now, especially you guys have like been around for a while. But what are some games that surprised you this year?
So it's interesting because there was a lot of good games that came out this year, but I play a little bit of everything, you know. I do play a lot of the indie games and stuff because they're on Game Pass. I know there's certain games that everyone's going to talk about, but I want to give a quick little rub to some games that I played that may not be showing up on other people's list. First one was actually a recent game I played that was like a really interesting, unique game that you think would be dog shit looking at it because the graphics aren't great, but the game was like, it scratched that itch where it was like weird but like unique and like not what I expected. Was a game about digging a hole. I don't know if you've heard of this one.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's literally called a game about digging a hole. So you basically buy a house, and in the backyard there's like a sign. It's a $10,000 house. You're like, this is super cheap. Why is it so cheap? It shows like the big plot, and there's an X, and you get a shovel, and you gotta dig for like minerals and mines and stuff to get more money to upgrade your tools so you can dig even farther. And the sign basically says, hey, there's a treasure chest at the bottom of this hole once you get to the bottom of it. So, like, keep digging.
Oh, you know what? I was kind of eyeballing that. That game kept popping up on my Steam, and I was like, do I want to try this?
Yeah. It was not what I expected. I don't want to spoil it for everybody out there, but there is, like, kind of a little supernatural twist to just
There's,
say
like,
that.
lore to it.
Yeah, dude. And then there's, like, multiple replays will do different things. I enjoyed my time with it for sure. It was pretty fun. It was a unique experience. I kind of like that. Like, that's the thing. Gamecast, you can put like, you know, the big AAA games on there, but doing games like this on Game Pass will get more. I would have never found this fucking thing if it wasn't for Game Pass, you know? So that was a fun one I want to give a quick shout out to, because I'm not saying it was like Game of the Year or anything, but it was a fun, unique experience that you're not going to get anywhere else. Like, I love weird, goofy shit. Like, the simulator games are super fun. Like, Power Wash Simulator, obviously, I played this year and loved. This is, like, akin to that, right? It's not exactly the same thing, but it's got, like, you ain't going to find another game out there about digging a fucking hole, I promise you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was fun. I think it's worth a shot. Check it out. See if you like it. You're going to know real quick if you're into it or not, because that's literally what you do. But, like, it's rewarding when you start out with a shovel and you get upgrades, and then it turns into, like, a... you know, machine-powered shovel that you can hold the trigger down, and then eventually you get like a drill, and it goes really deep. It goes really, really deep. I'll put it like that. So I don't want to say any more about the story because it'll spoil it. But
deep digging a hole, huh?
Yeah, dude. If you have Game Pass, check it out. It's worth it. I don't think the game's super expensive. I think it's like $10 or $15 if you buy it, but I'd recommend checking it out if you like weird, with the caveat if you like weird shit that's not your usual typical. Like, look, it's not Clair Obscure Expedition 33, like, let's just get that out of the way. It's not that, but it is a unique experience that I think everybody should check out this year for sure.
Definitely something I was eyeballing.
I think you would be interested in it. Like, you like something different every now and then, and it's just weird enough where, like, And don't get me wrong, it's excruciating slow at first because your shovel is just a piece of shit that can like barely move. And I was like, man, is this going to be like this the whole game? Like, this is going to take forever. But then you start getting the upgrades and things start moving, and you're like, okay, now it's clicking. So, yeah, I think you dig it. Nope, horrible joke there. Oh my god, not intentional.
That's funny.
You got any weird ones that like won't show up on a bunch of other people's lists or anything?
Absolutely not.
Oh, really?
No, I don't play weird shit like that, I will say.
You play Power Wash.
That's not something that comes up on like nobody's list though.
That's true. Speaking of Power Wash, they made a sequel this year. Do you want to talk about that?
I don't want to talk about Power Wash. I want to talk about a game that surprised me, Bryan.
You should. That's what we're talking about.
All right. Well, a game that I was surprised by this year. If anybody looks at my list, all of the games that I play are pretty in the realm of what I play. I don't play games outside of what I normally play very often. I kind of just like stick to what I know, stick to what I like. But I will say the game that I think surprised me the most was probably Warhammer Bolt Gun. Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun.
Yeah, I was a little surprised you're playing it. I know you're into Warhammer and stuff, but like the boomer shooter thing is definitely more like my end of the spectrum, you know?
Yeah, a game that surprised me this year, 40k Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun. Good God.
Yeah.
I don't really know why I started playing that one. I do know I kind of started it when I was really busy with classes, so it was supposed to be something that I was like, I'm not going to commit to like a story game right now because I just don't have like the time. So I think I was just perusing on all of the PlayStation Plus games that I've like picked up over the years and saw that was one that I had on my library, and I was like, fuck it, let me just put this in here and give it a shot because I really like the art on it. The art on it, I really enjoy how it looks. So I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot. And then some psychotic part of me was just like, oh, what if I tried it on the hardest mode? So I don't really know why I did that, but that was I ended up finishing. I mean, it took me way longer than it was supposed, like the internet says it's supposed to take you. You know, like Bolt Gun on here says it's supposed to take you 18 hours for a completionist. That shit took me 30.
Yeah, bro, you got the fucking platinum.
It doesn't have a platinum.
Oh, really? God damn it.
No, yeah, it doesn't have a platinum. So it just has a gold trophy for beating it on Exterminatus mode, which is
nice.
Fine. Like it doesn't even show up as 100% like on my profile just because it like combined the DLC trophy with like the main title. But it doesn't have a platinum regardless. So which is fine, but I would definitely recommend Bolt Gun if it looks interesting or if you're in that kind of type of game. And even if you're not, like honestly the easy mode is pretty easy. You blast through them. But yeah, that took me quite a while because I'm just like not skilled in any sense of the word on these kinds of games.
Well,
so
man,
it was a really
hard.
big learning curve. Yeah, it was hard.
It's not an easy game at all. Like I've played it and I was like, God damn, this shit's hard. And then you told me, yeah, I'm going for it in the hardest difficulty. I was like, you're tougher than me, dude, because fuck. And I play boomer shooters, man. Like I grew up on them. But it's not an easy one just to be like, yep, this is going to be the first one I do.
I mean, maybe it was because I played the new Doom that came out this year.
Oh, yeah.
Doom the Dark Ages. And I was like, I liked it. So maybe that led into like me actually wanting to play it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's not like, oh, it's the first boomer shooter I've played. But honestly, like Doom the Dark Ages was the first one that I played for more than like 2 minutes. So maybe the fact that I already played that one this year kind of like opened me up to the genre. So there's just a lot of genre. Like I'm pretty stuck in like what I like and what I don't like. And there's some things that I'm saying like, oh, like this year for 2026 at least, like I'm gonna give RTS games a try again because I've always said like, oh, I don't like RTS games, but I then thought about when's the last time I played one.
Hey, there's a bunch of good Warhammer ones out there, I hear.
Then they're making the new Total War one. I mean, I have Total War and Dawn of War and whatnot on my Steam. Like, there's a couple of them that I bought a long time ago. So I was like, fucking, I already have these. I guess I'll give them a shot. So that's in the plan for this year.
Nice. Well, that's cool to, try some new shit outside of the podcast or whatever. Because, I mean, honestly, that's where I get a lot of the games that I wouldn't play normally is through the podcast,
Yeah. Yeah, and, a boomer shooter game is definitely not the kind of game that we've played before. I don't think we've played Daikatana. That's probably the closest one we've got.
What a one to pick.
Yeah, that was awful. That was a terrible game. But yeah, I mean, like, there wasn't really anything this year, like, on the list of new stuff that was like, oh, I really like this genre now, like, let me try it, in terms of, like, what would push me towards playing bolt gun. I just got a wild hair up my ass, I guess.
Yeah, dude, but you fucking killed it. I don't give a shit. I'm proud of you because I don't have all the achievements in that bitch.
Well, now it's your turn to try it this year.
Yeah, dude, I gotta drink myself into a stupor and be like, focus. Yeah.
Gotta catch up. I beat Doom before you did this year. That's what was crazy.
Yeah, you did, man.
I think I 100%ed it before you even started.
Yeah, dude. Well, I started it the day it came when I got it in the mail or from Best Buy.
That's true.
But yeah, I played it for a bit and then I was like going really slow through it because I saw other people on my list like just flying through it in like 20 hours and shit, and I was like, there ain't no way. Like, I'm gonna try to enjoy this.
It's not really a long game.
No, it's not. It was my most anticipated game of the year because I fucking love Doom. It's my favorite franchise for video games, for fuck's sake. So I was literally trying to be like, I don't want to just fly through this fucking game, but I played it. I ended up getting all the achievements in it, and that's something I'm looking forward to next year is the DLC for that game. But yeah, dude, Doom was awesome. Like, it's on my list for sure.
That's a good most anticipated. Was that one?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely my most anticipated game. Like, you put anything that's Doom, anything Castlevania, like Mass Effect, those three, I don't care what it is. It's it's moving up the priority list for me for sure. So, and the new Doom games too, especially like how different they all are. The Doom 2016 reboot's very much like a classic Doom game in like the modern age where you're circle strafing to shoot. Like, it's very like classic Doom, right? Doom Eternal like had the open maps, the swinging around, the momentum, and then the Dark Ages just kind of like switch it up again and like make something different with like the parrying and shit, and the melee weapons. Like, what a cool thing. Like, it's a franchise so set in its ways, but the new games are like, nah, we're gonna try something different every time. And honestly, going in, this was probably the one I was the most worried about. I was like, parrying in Doom just seems kind of off. But then I remember when I saw that first gameplay trailer, I was like, all right, I could see how this can work. And then playing it, man, like, once you get the Doom dance down, whoo, there's nothing like it, man. It's so fun just you see a horde of enemies and you're like, I'm going to block and smash and power through all these fucking dudes. Like, it's the ultimate power fantasy, man. And, like, the additions of the shield and everything was so awesome. Like, everything that shouldn't have worked or goes against the grain for, like, traditional Doom games for Doom 20 or Dark Ages, I thought was fantastic, man. It was accessible. They had a bunch of sliders. Didn't it win an award at the Game Awards for the accessibility?
I believe so.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like they tried to make it for a broader audience and change some things up. And honestly, in my opinion, I think all the changes worked. Like, I really enjoyed this game. Like, I'm super glad I got it. I ended up picking up a physical copy of like the deluxe edition on Xbox. So yeah, man. I mean, anytime there's a new Doom game, it's going to be up there for me for the game of the year. So it's on my list. It's not number one, but as far as anticipation and living up to the hype, Doom was number one for sure. And then really quickly, Battlefield 6 for me also. Like, I used to be a huge Battlefield guy. COD was always something that's like, yeah, it's there, but like Battlefield's where I met a lot of the guys I still play Xbox with to this day. And the last couple have just not delivered, man. So we finally got Battlefield 6 this year, and I was even like the last holdout. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna pre-order it. Like, I don't trust them. Played the beta, it was great, and I was like, I still don't trust them. Like, I don't fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, I'm not buying your game for the third time after having it 3 misses. But yeah, it delivered, man. The classic Battlefield experience is back. It's cool to hang with the boys. Even got Sherry playing it, which she's never played Battlefield. So it's cool, man. Cool, good year for first-person shooters and anticipated ones. They both delivered. What about you? What was your most anticipated game?
I mean, you all heard me crying about it. Into 2025, I said I couldn't give a single shit about anything except Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
So, Monster Hunter, like going into the year, Monster Hunter was like 100% my most anticipated game. And then very early on in the year, finding out that they were releasing a new Digimon, I was like, oh shit, that's my next one. But definitely going into it, Monster Hunter Wilds delivered everything I've wanted. I mean, I've talked about this game extensively across the year, like as we're playing it, especially like around March and April when we were really heavily playing it. I really tried to get you guys to play this Monster Hunter game, and I still just can't get anybody to play it with me. That's just the curse of me, I guess.
No, we're just slower.
No friends, don't play games with me.
We're just slower. You flew through that shit.
No, you guys just don't play games consistently. Y'all just jump on different ones, and I'm like,
that's
all
fucking
right.
Facts.
Well, let's play Helldivers. Y'all played with me one time.
You ain't suffering solo. I'll put it like that.
One time.
The group does not play as a group.
But I mean, like, I guess even playing it solo, like, I have a great time. I've played all of the content except for the last big update. I haven't played it yet. I don't remember which the newest monster was. I've played up to Omega. So if there's something new past Omega, I have not played that yet. But I think all the title updates are great. I don't know, just everything that they've added to that game, I think has made it extremely accessible for new people. Whether or not that was a good or a bad thing, because you got a bunch of people that came in, I guess, expecting it to be hard. And, like, it wasn't as hard as... You know, like, Monster Hunter's not an easy game.
No.
First off, it's hard to kind of figure out what's going on because it's never been super clear about how to play the game. That's always been a criticism of the Monster Hunter series, like all this extra stuff and what you're supposed to keep track of. Like, you really need someone who already knows how it is to kind of like hold your hand as a new person. It is really hard to figure out by yourself. So there's a lot of things that they changed in this new one to make it more accessible to new people, in my opinion. I think it was a lot easier to pick up if you've never played one before. But historically, Monster Hunter is known for being difficult.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people came into this one thinking it was going to be difficult. And they're like, oh, it's so easy, blah, blah, blah. This isn't as hard. It's like you guys have been saying this game ain't shit. And I'm like, all right, dude, first off, it's the first month of the game.
Right.
Okay. Monster Hunter World took years of updates to get to the point to where it was. It was not good when it first came out. I loved it when it first came out because I just love Monster Hunter, right? But like we didn't have like the in-game monster bosses, like extreme hard, difficult fights where it's like the same dude, but it's like tempered. Like we didn't have that when it first came out. We just had like the normal game, and that's the way that it works. Like Monster Hunter isn't necessarily about the first month it comes out. It's about the updates that they bring after. It's like playing the game and then being like, all right, we played the whole thing. I'm going to sit on it until they got a new update. I'm going to go back and help other people. Oh, they got the new update with the new Zeoshia fight. Let's go into that one. Let's play the Savage mode or whatever the fuck they're called. The Savage mode Omega. Everyone was crying that the game wasn't hard, and then that shit came out and they're all just like pissing themselves. So, you know, that's just how it happens with Monster Hunter. But it gave me everything that I wanted.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah, I really enjoyed it too. It's Monster Hunter's like I beat the main game or whatever, but yeah, Monster Hunter is about like the after content, right? Like they keep supporting it. It's not just like a one and done, you beat it. Like the grind of getting new gear and fighting these new monsters and shit is literally what makes it special. And yeah, it was a great game. It was on my nominations too. Like you know, it's more Monster Hunter World. That's what we've been crying for since Monster Hunter World, right? And we got it, so.
Yeah. I mean, we got Monster Hunter Rise, and it was not what I wanted, and that was a very disappointing game. So to get this one, and I do understand that it had some problems with the PC version, and I'm not really necessarily defending that. I played it on console, so I don't have an issue. So I'm not really going to speak on its performance.
Yeah.
But I got what I wanted, and it looks great, and it plays great, and I have a lot of fun with it. So I'm excited for this expansion that they're going to have.
Oh, I haven't seen anything for it.
Oh, no, you haven't, but they announced that they're doing a quote-unquote final title update, which means they're going to start migrating to work on the expansion.
Ah.
Which, if it's anything like Iceborne in the last expansions, they're basically a full-ass game.
Right. Yeah, so, Monster Hunter's got banger expansions, man.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be exciting stuff.
But what was a game that disappointed you?
Ooh, yeah, man. So this went from extremely anticipated to extremely disappointed. Not extremely disappointed, just kind of disappointed. But so this year I played Power Wash Simulator. I did a video about it. I love that game. Like it. I don't want to say it's an all-timer for me, but it definitely left an impact on me. Where I'm
that was one of your 100% for the achievements games, huh?
Oh, yep. Yeah, I got every achievement, did all the DLC, and I put a lot of time into that game, 119 hours. So it was great. I enjoyed every minute of it. It was so like weirdly therapeutic, and I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on it because I have a video you can go check out. Look at that plug. But so Power Wash Simulator 2 got announced. They just like put a trailer out and like it's coming this year as I'm playing the first one, and I was like, oh my god, like let's go. They showed a bunch of new gadgets and shit, and I'm like, this is gonna be awesome. It's a 4-player co-op. It's cross-play. So I was like, okay, this is going to be sick. And, some of the levels in the last DLCs and the last couple levels of the main game for Power Wash Simulator 1, like, took for fucking ever by yourself. So I was like, thank God we're getting, like, 4-player co-op. Like, that'll help tremendously, right? So Power Wash Simulator 2 comes out. It's a Game Pass release, so I'm like, sick. I can play it day one. I launch it. Playing it solo at first, and I'm like, whatever, it's the first level, you clean the truck just like in the first one. So I see my boy playing it who loves Power Wash Simulator also. I'm like, let me shoot him an invite. Doesn't fucking work. The online was broken day one. So I'm like, well, that sucks, but like I'm going to keep playing it solo. They did thankfully patch it very quickly where it worked after like a week or so. So we're playing it. I've got like 3 dudes I'm playing it with, so we're doing a full squad of power washers, right? So we're getting through this game, flying through it, and I'm just like, when do the levels start getting bigger? Like, when do you start getting these, oh, it's going to take me 5 hours, 8 hours to clean these levels? And it doesn't exist in this one, man. Like, another thing I really loved about the first game was, like, it didn't take itself serious at all. Like, there was a whole overarching story with, I don't want to spoil it for y'all if you haven't played, so I'll give you a minute. But, this whole overarching story with, like, aliens and shit and time travel and all this crazy shit that doesn't take itself serious, like, this new one takes itself 100% serious, and there's no goofy shit. And to me, that adds so much charm in the original game, and it's just gone. It's like sequel. You're the same guy. You have your own business, and you go around taking jobs, but there's no heart. Like, it's like, let's capitalize on the success of the first game. Let's make these levels uninteresting. Like, there is like 1 or 2 levels that like transform, which is kind of cool. There's one you're cleaning like a metro, like a bathroom that's in Japan that like goes under the ground or whatever, and it pops up the more you clean. There's like a shooting gallery level, like a carnival shooting gallery where the targets move and stuff. That was kind of fun. But other than that, it's like car, building, latrine. Like, it's the same shit over and over. And I'm like, where's the heart? Where's like the energy for this game? And like, yeah, it's fun with friends, but like the levels aren't as big. So we're flying through it. I think I have like 6 levels left, and I've maybe played it for 20 hours. Like, the new gadgets are cool, they're fine, but like you don't need them. Once you get the professional power washer, you just blast everything, much like in the first game. The one gadget they do have that's useful is like the boom lift or the scissor lift. Like, that's helpful, but you don't get it. You don't get it every level, so you don't even get to enjoy the new stuff. They also have like a big scrubbing head that's really fun, but it's not on the professional power washer. It's one of the weaker power washers. So I'm like, I used it for 3 or 4 levels, and I got enough money to get the upgrade. I'm like, why the fuck would I ever go back to this? And I don't know, maybe when the DLC comes out, we'll get some fun like crossover stuff like we did for the first game. They just announced the first DLC for it, and it was... What the fuck was it again? Something I'm not crazy about. Let me Google. Oh, Adventure Time. So I'm like, I know what it is, but I've never like watched a second of it. So okay, I'll get it because it's more power wash. But I was definitely disappointed in this. I don't think it's a bad game. Like it's more power wash simulator. It's like it's what I want, but it's just not. The heart's gone. We had the technical issues at launch to the point where also I forgot to bring this up. If you're playing co-op like me and you were playing, and you got to pick up the ladder, you're just stuck with the ladder the whole time. So like the host has to pick up the ladder. The host has to move all the things around. They just fixed that shit like 2 weeks ago. So I don't know, man. It wasn't ready when it came out. I feel like they just rushed it out. But disappointing for sure. Like I'm happy it's more power wash, but it's not on my game of the year list. Not my top 5. That's for goddamn sure. Definitely disappointed. Where it should have been. Should have been an easy slot to be like, oh yeah, more power wash. Come on now. I spent 119 hours. You think I'm ready for more? Hell yeah, I'm ready for more. Nope. So definitely my most disappointed game. Like didn't even have to think about that one. What about you?
I remember you saying you were pretty disappointed when that came out. I'll make it brief because we got to wrap this up so we can move on to the podcast. Most disappointed one, absolutely Dragon Age. I know it didn't come out this year, but it was the most disappointing game I played this year. Great video game, just a terrible Dragon Age game. So pour one out for Dragon Age. What is your game of the year, and what are you looking forward to in 2026?
So my game of the year, this isn't going to be a fun one because it's pretty common. I started it late, but I've been playing Expedition 33, and this game deserves all the praise that it's getting everywhere. It's kind of funny you were talking about earlier, like a genre that you usually don't play. This is one for me. Like when it came out, I was like, this looks interesting, this looks cool. But I just don't love turn-based games. Like it's never been my jam. Like the ones that I've played are for the podcast, And I think that's maybe why I was so reluctant to start it. But then I think you were like, come on, man, like you gotta play this shit. And I was like, why don't I just play it? It's not like it's 100 fucking hours. Like it's, 25 on a bad day if you're just playing the story and not doing side stuff. Like I can do that, right?
There was a point where I gave up begging because I was like, you're not going to play this. I gave up.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, it's not just you. Everybody's like, you got to experience this game. It's fucking great. We saw what it did at the Game Awards. It swept everything. But like about halfway through it, deserves all the fucking praise in the world. Like, here's the thing. So if you're like me and you're not into the turn-based shit, this does things differently. This is, I'd say this and the newer Yakuza games are probably the games that are
Wait, you've been playing it and then you haven't let me know, so I can't watch?
I mean, it was late. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, brother. I'm sorry.
That's fucked up.
I just,
fucked up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wanted to try to beat it. God damn it.
Are you still in Act 1?
Yeah.
Oh, okay then.
How many acts are there? I guess maybe I'm not halfway through it.
I'm not saying shit.
Okay. Well, I've got about 12 hours into it, but I mean, I am looking around and shit. That's why I told myself I'm just going to play the story, but like, I'm so invested in the world and just like finding shit. I am walking around finding shit. But that's great, man. The story is super intriguing. I love the delivery of the story. Like, it doesn't hold your hand and just tell you this is what's happening. You're finding shit out as you're playing it, and that's so much more engaging, especially in a video game. Like, this is the only medium that you can do that. So I don't know why more story-driven games don't take advantage of that, but this world's fascinating, man. Like, without spoilers, the beginning of the game was like a huge, like, what the fuck, holy shit moment. It stuck with me. And I was like, I want to see what happens next. I want to see what happens next. I want to see what happens next. Like, the story is amazing. It just keeps getting better and better with every single mystery that pops up. I wish I was done so I knew what the fuck was going on, but nah, man, it's all I've been thinking about. Like, there's other games and shit I've been putting off because I'm like, this is the only game I can think about. Like, literally after I'm done recording, I want to play, but I gotta spend time with Sherry because, we're recording on Christmas Eve. But, man, it's great. The gameplay is fantastic. Like, I'm sure other people have talked about it, but I'm not a turn-based guy. To add a new wrinkle to that system with the pairing and the counters, it's so much more interactive. Like, give it a chance if you're not, because it is so radically different. I would put it up there with like the newer Yakuza games as far as just like, let's try something different. It's awesome. Like, the music's amazing. The music's fucking beautiful, dude. Like, The graphics, the world's super interesting to look at. I just walk around and look at I don't want to spoil it for people. It's the less you know going in, the better. I will say that 100%. I'm glad I didn't know a whole bunch going in. So avoid spoilers and shit if you can. But there's times I'm walking, I just look up and just watch shit moving overhead, if you get my drift. And I'm just like, this is so fucking cool, man. Like, hands down my game of the year. That's the thing. I had a lot of other games I really enjoyed this year, but I wish I would have started this when it was new. Like, it's so fucking
Bryan,
good.
I want you to hear. I want to hear it. I want you to say, I should have listened to you.
Should have listened to you and the rest of the fucking world.
Okay, thank you. All right.
I mean, it's great. That's the thing. Like, this game deserves every ounce of praise it's getting. There's no question from me. It's hands down the best game I've played in recent memory. It's going to be the best game of this console generation. Like, mark those words down. Like, it's. I don't have a lot of flaws with it, quite frankly. So I can't think of any off the top of my head.
I have a couple criticisms about it, but you can call me an Expedition 33 Glazer, because it's also my game of the year. I started it when it came out, or maybe a couple days after. I don't remember. Swoosh is one that really had his eye on it before it came out. And I think maybe I ended up installing it the day of, just to be like, okay, well, he's playing this game, like, he's really excited about it, like, I want to play it too, just, because it caught my attention when it was like, oh, it's inspired heavily by Final Fantasy. I said, okay, right. I'm there. But I was like, all right, I want to be able to talk about whatever this is too, because I just finished Dragon Age, I think. And I was like, oh, I need something to play before Doom comes out. I don't remember the order. And I remember playing it that first night, and then, because I spent probably an hour in the prologue, because I was just talking. I was mesmerized the second I got there and was looking around all inside of the city and was like, this looks amazing. I want to look at everything. I want to talk to everybody. And it had its claws in me instantly. And I was like, where can I get a physical copy of this? Like, the next day, because I played it on Game Pass. So, like, the next day, I was like, I need to buy this on a physical copy. So I think I drove, like, on the other side of town to a GameStop that had, like, it was the only GameStop left in town that even had a physical copy. Yeah. So I ended up picking it up. I haven't really played it on my PlayStation yet. I was going to do that on my next playthrough, but I was in it. I could not stop playing this game. I was just like, I went to bed thinking about it. I woke up thinking about it. I sound so sick right now. I have a lot of congestion. But, like, this game did what Baldur's Gate did to me when I played it for the first time. Like, every ounce of my day was like, I want to go home and play this. So it was just like any second I got, I was like, like you said, what happens next? Like, I want to see what happens next. I want to see where the story goes. I could not care about the side stuff. And I knew, like, I don't know if you've gotten to the map opening up yet.
The companion that helps you fly, I just get out of his, like, nest.
Okay, so you've gotten to, like, the world map.
Without spoiling it, yes.
Okay, so, like, once the world map opened up, I was like, okay, very clearly there's going to be some, like, extra optional secret area type things, right? Like, any Final Fantasy game. Like, this is heavily... The world map, to me, is very, very Final Fantasy inspired.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least Square inspired. With... like, seeing the little weird things off in the distance where it's like, what the fuck is that thing over there?
You know there's something there, right?
Yeah, you run up to it and it's like, danger. And I'm like, oh, yeah. No. So I was very, very clearly like, there's some extra optional shit here. I'll do that on another playthrough. Like, I don't play games multiple times. That's just not something I do. I play a game, I get it completed, and I move on. But, like, I hadn't even finished. I wasn't even a couple hours into this where I was like, this is a second playthrough thing. I'm following the main story, and that's that. Like, I want to know so bad what happens in this narrative that I'm putting everything aside for a second playthrough. Yeah. So this just had a very large impact on me. I think it's number 3 for me.
All time?
Dude, it's hard. I'm not sure if it's 3 or 4.
Wow, that's still high praise, man. Like, shit.
It's definitely at least 4. I think I would have to play it a second time to really solidify like what's getting bumped out.
Yeah.
Because like it's Final Fantasy 7, it's Witcher 3, it's Mass Effect 2, and it's like,
ooh.
I know. I'm sitting here being like, what if it would be 3? Like, what's bumped out? You know. So that's a question for a later date if we ever do an updated top
Future
5 video.
episode.
Yeah. But most definitely in my top 5 for sure. So I don't even remember what got bumped out at this point.
It is funny you bring up like the second playthrough thing. Like I started out like stick to the story so you can beat this and get it done. And like I got so like mesmerized by the world, I have to find every nook and cranny. It's gonna slow me way fucking down. I already fucking know.
Well, and this is my personal opinion, but like now knowing this game and playing this game, I'm glad I pursued the main story, and then I can come back and do the optional stuff now that I'm so much more knowledgeable about how this game works.
Yeah.
Knowing how the game works mechanically, how the build works mechanically, how like the weapon system and the characters that you get, like how they function, I can more fine tune it to go pursue that side stuff. So
well, let me ask you this really quick. You can cut it out if you want to. Is there a point of no return where I can like save scum and make an alternate save so I can just play the story and then load that save and clean everything up?
No. Yes and no. I'm going to say yes and no. There is a point in the game where it's going to make it very clear that if you want to clean it up now, you're going to clean it up now, but there's things that happen that have permanent effects on the game even early on. Gotcha.
Okay.
So
I was just curious.
In the most vague way possible.
Yeah, please keep it vague.
Yeah, there is a point where it's gonna tell you like, okay, now's the time to go do that stuff before you go do this thing. It doesn't explicitly tell you like, you know how I'm trying to think of a game that's done this, but there are some games where it has that little pop-up dialogue box where it's like, you're nearing the point of no return. Are you sure you want to continue? Like, it's very blunt about it. Mm-hmm. This one's kind of coded into the story of like how the characters kind of react to like what's happening. Gotcha. For you to clue in and say like, oh, this is kind of going to be it. But my suggestion is to just play the main story and then play a second game. Because honestly, like watching you play and then knowing all the information that I know that happens in this, it's kind of changed like how I'm seeing conversations happen.
Interesting.
Or I'm just like, damn. Ooh, damn. Ooh, they were telling us from the beginning. Ooh, damn. That kind of stuff. So it opens up your understanding on the story and like the relationships and the things that happen more, like knowing. It's a whole different experience knowing. It's like a whole different experience.
It's like when you watch a movie for the first time, then something huge happens and you're like, oh, the second viewing is completely fucking different.
Yeah.
What a cool way to present it, man. Like
that's exactly what that is. So
I could glaze Expedition 33 this whole fucking podcast if you want, bro. Like that's the thing, I'm not even done with it. Like
no, you're not even close.
Honestly, it was one of those things where it's like initially I was like, I'm not gonna put it on my list for my first playthrough. My first play session was like 2 hours, something like that. Mm-hmm. And I played it a little bit more and I was like, I still don't feel comfortable putting it here because I haven't beaten it. But now I'm at the point where it's like, dude, this is the most intriguing game I've played in fucking years, dude. Like the story is intriguing, the gameplay is intriguing. There's not one thing where I'm like, you know. So it's easy number one for me. Like I wish I would have played it when the fuss was up.
Wish you would have listened to Barry. Like you never do. Real quick, most anticipated game 2026. Real quick.
For right now, just because I love the series, Resident Evil for me. It's cool. It comes out in February, like my birthday month. So I will be there day one playing that. Those games, Sherry sits next to me and watches me play the whole thing. So number one is Resident Evil for sure. Like I'm excited.
Mine that actually has a release date. That's my most anticipated. I have to say Monster Hunter Stories 3.
Oh yeah.
Monster Hunter Stories 3. That's an obvious one, but I am also pretty excited for Crimson Desert.
I was gonna say number 2 for me is easy. Crimson Desert. Yeah, dude, it looks so sick.
So those are the 2 right now that like they do have release dates. Like we know where they're coming out. Like I mean, they might get pushed back, but whatever. Those are the ones that I'm looking at. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, Crimson Desert's gonna be fire, bro. Like I love BDO, and we're getting like a real single player one that looks fucking amazing. So definitely easy number 2 for me. I agree.
Moving on to the podcast. We've done quite a spread of games. We did, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different Worth It games this year. Some of them good, some of them not so good.
One indecisive. Our first indecisive was this year.
Yeah. I would say overall, I feel like we had a pretty good pick.
Oh, yeah.
A pretty good selection. I don't really feel like that there was anything that was awful.
For sure.
There was definitely some titles that I was not very excited about. If I'm going to say it like that.
Hey, man, we're very different gamers. I'll put it like that.
We are.
But yeah, I think we had a really good variety of games. I mean, we intentionally try to do that, right? But this year was a fun year. There was a bunch of different genres and types of games to choose from. Yeah, I agree. There wasn't any just like, oh my God, we're going to play this pure dog shit too. So that's always nice when you're playing good games, you know?
Yeah, I'm looking at the list and being like, I wouldn't say that these are pure dog shit games. But I can sit here and say I was not excited about Metal Gear, Dracula X, and Mad Dog.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because 2 of those are games I've always wanted to beat, regardless of like doing a video game podcast. Like, I've never beat Metal Gear on NES, and I actually beat it for the first time this year. It was fucking awesome. And
right.
The game's not great. Like, there's a better version out there and shit, but it's not pure dog shit. And I think me sitting there and actually beating it made me appreciate it even more and trying to learn some of the mechanics and shit. And yeah, Dracula X, it's, regarded as one of the worst Castlevania games, but I'll still defend that game, man. It's a fine Classicvania. It's a fine game.
I'll say okay, we'll do short and sweet in the best way that we can.
Yeah.
I guess your favorite Worth It episode overall, but what was your most favorite and least of what I picked? So like mine for you and then you for me.
Right. I think my favorite game
overall.
Yeah, overall was
favorite game overall, regardless of who picked it.
I'm gonna go with Diablo for PlayStation.
Mine's Onimusha.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Onimusha was great too. It was definitely a highlight. But Diablo for me was like, I have that game and it's been sitting on my shelf. I obviously played the shit out of it on the computer. So like to sit there and play it with you was a fucking blast, bro. That was a lot of fucking fun.
That was fun, and I was surprised on how hard that game was.
Yeah, dude. It's one I kind of want to revisit one day. Like, that'd be fun as shit to stream, you and me.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Running from all those fucking demons.
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking of this list, and I was like, I really did have a really good time with Diablo.
We were cracking the fuck up. That was a good one. Another really fun experience I had was like Seaman in one setting was fucking wild, just getting up and disc swapping. And it's the first time like we recorded the actual TV to make it look like a fucking fishbowl and shit. Like that was definitely an experience for me. Yeah, it was it's a fun game. It's a different game, but I would not recommend your first Seaman playthrough doing it the way we did it.
No, it was something. I think, I think overall my favorite was Onimusha, just because it was Dawn of Dreams, just because I think I was mostly surprised about how much I enjoyed it. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did. Just because like I am an Onimusha, like I really like Onimusha, but I've never played that one because it was a spin-off. Mm-hmm. So I am really shocked about how much I liked that game. And like that was one where I was like, I need to finish this. Like I want to see it from start to finish. Yeah. End to end.
The game was fire.
I played it end to end and it was great. I think I don't know. I know we just did it and I didn't really have a great playing experience, but I feel like Bloody Roar was my favorite one that you picked.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Original Xbox, like, hell yeah. That was actually that could have been one of the most surprising games for me because look, I'll be transparent. We pick fighting games at the end of the year because, like, I'm doing peak. It's Christmas time.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm going to spoil you guys. You know, if you look back and look forward, there's going to be fighting games that you can just beat at the end of the year. It's just how it is, right? So I didn't really have a ton of expectations going into that one, but it was fun, man. I was giggling and shit the whole time. It was goofy. Like,
I will say, just briefly, next year, the end of the year, we do have another fighting game slotted, and I will tell you, it's supposed to be awful.
Oh, I'm familiar with this game. I own the Japanese copy, and I'm like, yes.
So that is funny that you mentioned, like, fighting games at the end of the year.
Well, yeah, because we did Golden Axe the year before. Like, we do fighting games at the end of the year just because it's...
We didn't do it at the end of the year, did we?
I think we did. Pretty sure.
I'll look it up and let you know which one it was. But least favorite?
That you picked or just overall?
Just I would say maybe the least one that I picked. Not necessarily saying it was bad because I don't want to say any of these games were bad, but just maybe the one that stuck with you the least.
Honestly, because I think I had pretty high expectations for it because I really got into Gundam last year. Probably Gundam versus Zeta.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Ooh.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted to like. I wanted to love that game, dude. Like, I thought it would be cool to like. Even I have it still in my PS2 because I was like, I'm gonna pick at this to get all the unlockables, and I haven't fucking touched it since, man. Like, it's one that should have been a home run, you know. And it's too repetitive, and there's not enough depth. But I mean, I'm glad we played it. Like, I ended up buying a copy this year, so it's not like I hated it. I don't think we had any inherently bad games this year, but it just a little disappointing, you know.
Golden Axe was 2 years ago, in August.
Well, I was wrong.
Our game last year at the end of the year was Ultimate Alliance.
Oh yeah, because we played it the year before. Yeah.
So
there's fighting in it.
It's a beat 'em up, I suppose.
Yeah. Somebody's getting kicked or punched at the end of the year. Fuck it.
I think maybe for me, my say that it's because I don't like Mad Dog. I think it's a fun game. I think it's a fun arcade game. I just think it was probably a disappointing experience because the process did not go in our favor.
Oh, bro. Yeah.
We had so many hiccups trying to do that, not to mention that we didn't even know we needed an entire part for the...
oh my God.
Not the 3DO. Yeah, the CDI, thank you. And then, like, the fucking light guns wouldn't work. I just think that one just kind of...
Oh, for sure. No, I'll second that 100%.
There was no wind in our sails for that.
Oh, no. That should have been a fucking home run. Like, we get to shoot light guns with all these different versions. That would have been my port episode magnum opus, but it was just like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
and I do think it was probably overall disappointing just because we went into it, like, being excited to be able to do the Mad Dog ports and having the day come and then nothing was going to plan. It just... It was disappointing.
For sure. Behind the scenes, 100%. That was hands down the most disappointing.
It was a technical nightmare.
I feel like I lost hair doing that, dude. I was like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. And I just bought that giant CDI version, you know.
You did,
I was excited for that.
You just bought it.
I was like, we're going to do an episode. This is going to be perfect for the ports. Like, I spent money on that episode and for it to be like, nah, I don't think so.
Yeah. Favorite pickup. Because we picked up a lot of shit this year.
We did, man. I have a bunch of favorite pickups, honestly. It was a pretty good year for me. I got a bunch of, like, shit I've actively been looking for.
Give me 3 standouts.
I'll give you 3 quick ones. I think getting a bunch of the Korean and Japanese Xbox games from the girl I worked with, that was really cool. It's because it's unique. I don't see a lot of Korean 360 games around, so that was awesome. I did get... I think Doki Doki Literature Club on Xbox One was a really cool pickup because it's so uncommon and it's just like this weird thing that like we learned a lot about that one, you know, and like the experience of like should I, shouldn't I that was a cool one to grab for sure. And then to get anything off my wish list, like Castlevania Chronicles, fucking finally, I know it was recent, but like, Jesus, what a way to end the year, man. Like, that was fucking sick.
Yeah.
Finally found one with a goddamn manual.
The Doki Doki was a unexpected.
Yeah, man.
Unexpected pickup.
That's the thing. Like, I knew it was uncommon. Like, I've never seen one. And then to finally actually physically see one and then start doing a little research and be like, oh, shit, I need to grab this motherfucker, like, now. Because I was like, no. And then you were like, if you come back in 2 days and it's not here, you're going to be disappointed. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Let me pick this up. I owe that one to you. What
do I have? I think number 1, Naruto Broken Bond.
For sure.
we did it. That was the 2025 white whale.
We found Bigfoot, bro.
Yeah. That's what it felt like, man. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And it's not even, it's a fucking Naruto game, you know, but like the effort that I had to go through to finally find that, like.
You climbed Everest to find that fucking thing, bro.
Yeah.
And then for us to walk in the last story, the story behind it was so cool too. Just like, hey, you need Naruto Broken Bond.
And then I think I had a couple big purchases this year. This year I got, well, technically at the end of last year is when I got a new job that came with a better pay. So I had a little bit more money to work with. Now I'm poor and that same thing's not really going to happen. But
life happens, brother.
Life happens. The unexpected big purchase was definitely Lufia.
Yeah.
I think Lufia 2 was probably the game that nope, I didn't spend the most money on that one technically because he gave me a deal. But that was unexpected. That was an unexpected grab. And that was, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to end the year with a big purchase like that.
It's a Christmas present to yourself.
A game that I've been looking for super long, and I'm so glad that I finally grabbed it, was Digimon World Dusk for the DS. Yeah. That was one that like I struggled with for so long, and ended up getting it for a really good deal, obviously before the price fucking spiked on it because Digimon Time Stranger came out. I'm still congested.
No, you're good, man. I figured.
I sound like fucking, what's that kid's name from Jimmy Neutron?
I don't know.
Carl, is that his name?
I don't remember. It was a little bit like, after my time.
Digimon Time Stranger.
It's funny because it comes and goes. You sound fine 1 minute and then it starts coming and I realize it. I can hear you like trying to like
I'm just
take
like,
a minute.
Monster Hunter. I get it together. I stay sick for a long time, so I have to. Just bear with me, okay? We were just back-to-back episodes.
We soldiered through a couple episodes this year. That one episode I was just like, yeah, I think this game's great. It was horrible, dude.
Dude, I'm not at the level that you were. You were just like, you were not there. You were like delirious, but I'm sitting here just like the second I tilt my head back, I'm like, yeah, so.
It was the combination of like working peak while being just horribly fucking sick. Because even Sherry's like, how the fuck did you go to work? And I was like, bro, I needed that bonus so I can buy a fucking Steam Deck.
Yeah. But yeah, those were the couple surprising pickups. And pickups, like who's to say what's going to happen this year for pickups for either of us, because there's not really anything that we're like, this is the one I want to get this year.
Right.
Because you never really know what you're going to see. At least for me, I'm personally hoping to focus a little bit more on pre-PS1. I'm not really looking for a lot for like the 360 era type stuff. And I'm not really looking for a lot. And like PS2 is pretty fleshed out at this point. There's not like a super huge amount of stuff on the PS2 that I'm like, oh man, I gotta have it. Like I already have a lot of the big shit that I need.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to focus on a little bit more on pre-PS1.
Nice
stuff.
You've been grabbing some like Famicom, Super Famicom stuff too. So
yeah. I think like for the PlayStation 2, I've got maybe a list of about 10 games left that I am looking for. And like, wow. I don't even know if I really want Red Ninja that much, but it's on my wish list. So Red Ninja is one that I'm kind of still sitting on of like, do I really want this game? But I'm looking for stuff like,
you want to borrow my Xbox version? See if
I'm
you
looking
want
for
it?
like Ribbit King and Monster Rancher 4, like not super expensive stuff.
Yeah. That's a good problem to have.
Yeah, until you get to like fucking Sega Saturn, and then I'm screwed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. So.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like, because I grab fucking everything. I want to like focus down barrel hard on like original Xbox and try to get that library, because that's like my big collecting goal, right?
I mean, you really only have what, Outrun left? Like that's kind of
it's kind of just the bangers left is what sucks. But I've got a lot of the bangers. It's just like the bangers I need are like the bangers, Outrun Coast to Coast is the big one, and then Spike Out. I still need Spike Out, but
even then they're not that much.
Yeah, they're not crazy compared to other consoles, because thank God it's original Xbox. I mean, Outrun Coast to Coast, it gets not very many of them pop up, so they can get up there. But that for sure. And then I actually want to finish like one of the subsets I'm going after, because I just got a bunch of them. The 360 games and the Xbox One cases. I don't know anybody else in the world collecting those other than me, so it'd be fun to be like, hey, here's a full set. There's just not a lot of information about them out there, is why I've been grabbing them. So.
There's a list. I gave you a list.
Yeah. I don't see anybody talking about them, because nobody gives a fuck other than me, but it's fine.
Well, there, you can make a video for it this year.
There
once
you go.
Grab them all.
Yeah. Collection complete.
Complete Xbox One 360 case variant library.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you call them. That's just what I call them. It's like 360 games and Xbox One cases, because that's what the fuck it is,
360 Xbox One case variants.
There you go. You heard it here. Copyright.
What's next for the pod?
So we did it last year where we revealed one episode from the list. You want to do that again? I think that was kind of fun.
Well, we revealed one episode from the list, and then I ended up not doing it.
Oh, really? I forgot about that.
Yeah. We had to move it because Bryan can't complete games. I had to move Ogre Battle. Yeah. So, what's next for 2026? Is Bryan actually finishing the games?
Yes. It was a talking point this year where I realized like there's some of these games I struggle with because I don't have, save points and shit. And like some of these games aren't easy, bro. Like I really try to beat everything. And this year I did not beat as many games as I wanted to. Like it sucks. It is what it is. Maybe I'm just old and my reflexes are slowing down. I don't fucking know. But I was like, hey, let's come up with a solution for this. Like I got ordered a Steam Deck very, very recently. As of today, I ordered a Steam Deck. So, hopefully I can get some of these beat, and then being able to play them at like work and shit's just gonna help. Like it's just good for the podcast, honestly. Like,
yeah, I mean,
options.
Like transparent wise, like I think time management is a lot of our problem. It's not that we can't beat games; it's just time management. To be honest, sure. The realistic part, it is hard when you work a full-time job and you go to school and you have other stuff that like goes on, peak season, and just. It's
kids
not like
and family. Like Sherry's really great about supporting me, but like, yeah, I'm gonna sit down here and play video games because I need to beat this game for fucking 12 hours straight. It's hard sometimes, man.
Yeah, it's not like we're able to be those kinds of content creators that can do it full time. A lot of people like that are able to do it full time because they are able to get to the point where they can supplement income with something like Twitch streaming, where you're like, oh, like we're finally Twitch partners, like things start happening, like you get to the point where you can start doing ad revenue and stuff. So like those people get to the point where they are able to, which is great for them. Like I'm not saying that's something that we want to do.
Yeah.
But it's just realistically being able to do the stuff that I personally would want is not just realistic because we can't do it full time,
Right.
As much as I would love to.
Especially, you had a full plate this year. Like, I'm proud of you, bro. I'll say it on fucking record. Like, you took on a lot this year. You did great. As far as the podcast goes, like, tried to take over some of the editing and stuff too to help out with that. That helped tremendously, but man, it feels like this takes a lot of time, y'all. I'm not trying to look for pity or whatever.
It does take a lot of time, and I think that especially 2025, like we expanded into video, which even added more.
Yeah.
And I really like it.
I say honestly though, like I still love doing this. It still blows my fucking mind that other people out there actually give a shit. And then taking on the new responsibilities and stuff, like it's a challenge. Like it's a lot of work, but it never feels like work because I actually enjoy doing this, man. Like I like sitting here at the computer and working on these videos and everything. So I'm still grateful to be doing this with you. It's awesome. Like we got this many years going.
It's fun. Like I enjoy like being able to sit here and edit and like get the footage for it and be like, oh, like, do you have footage for this? And we'll get it real quick or whatnot. And I never sit here and be like, oh fuck, I have to fucking edit an episode or I have to make a stupid ass video. You know, like I don't think that. It's more of like, ah, shit, when am I gonna have the time?
Exactly. It's like, oh, I gotta balance, you know, having a family and having a job and fuck it, I'll say it, playing games for my goddamn self. You know, like it's a balancing act, and I feel like I'm getting a little better. That's one thing I wanted to improve on for sure next year. And then also we talked about like our backlog last year. Like I started out really fucking good this year about clearing my backlog, and I fell off hard, man. I want to do it again. I came up with a way where it's like, I think it's a little better than just being like, yeah, you're going to play this game and then not play it. I got a randomizer. So I've got a list of games that I wanted to play, and I'm going to randomly be like, this is the game you're playing during your free time.
So you've already picked out games that you want to play in a list?
A small handful, and I'll keep adding to it, you know, but I'm going to start doing that in January.
Is that our 2026 resolution is to fucking commit to finishing our games?
That's definitely one of them. And then I also, the second one for me is like play some backlog games, right? Like I played a shitload of Xbox games when I told myself I wasn't going to last year, but like I want to play some of my retro consoles more. Like I used to literally play them once a week. There's sometimes I go a couple weeks without turning on, you know, an old console. It sucks.
Yeah, I tried to get some variety, like, and I don't know if this will work for you, but I think I actually did a lot better this year with playing more games and finishing them fully, at least on my personal games. If we're looking at the list of games that like I finished from start to front, like, look, Diablo, it wasn't going to happen. We tried.
Yeah.
I think that one was like, we went into it thinking it was only going to take that long, and then boy, holy shit.
Yeah.
Right?
That's different.
So I like that one was a wash. What went great for me this year is having the how long to beat, like being able to put a game when I started a game into my how long to beat profile and said, I'm starting it this day, and then playing through it, and then being able to go back to that profile and put how long it took me and what day I completed it, and like checking it off the list was nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
And then like realistically looking at, okay, I beat Avowed. Like what's the next thing I'm looking forward to playing, and then how much time do I have in between? You know, that was helpful too, where I like Space Marine 2. Like I hadn't gotten Space Marine 2 in the mail yet, but I had a gap where I had just finished something, and I said, okay, I have a gap between me finishing this game and now this is the next game I'm going to play, but I haven't gotten it in my hands. What's something that I can fill my time for like 10 hours, 12 hours? And I found a game on my backlog that was about that long, and I played that one. So I don't know if that's something that'll like work for you when you're planning instead of like randomizing it, because it's kind of
true.
random, but I'm also trying to find something that like fits within the time that I have.
That makes a lot of sense. I think what fucked me up this year was like I put a lot of shit on the back burner just to get that million gamer score, and I was like, let me see what I can just churn out, you know, instead of being like, do I actually want to fucking play this? You know what I mean?
That's true, you know, and now that like you've gotten the million gamer score, it does like kind of change your play style perspective, and it's just realistically how it is. Like it's just changing our play style perspective based on like what our goals are, you know, and my goal is to finish more games for the podcast, not just for myself.
Right.
Because I mean, like we are really playing the games for the podcast for us too. Like we're picking all of the games.
Yeah, they're all games we own.
You know, all of the games that I own, like first off, I want to try and beat them, but like also the ones that you are suggesting and playing, like I also want to respect you and your choices and your time and like finish your games too, you know?
Right.
So that's like really what I'm thinking about this year is like, I want to finish Bryan's games, you know, like, cause you've bought them and picked them for a reason, and playing the games of our friends is really understanding like who our friends are and what they enjoy, and you just get to know them through playing games with them too. So.
Oh yeah. And then it's like, you know, if it's a game you love and you're passionate about and I've never experienced it and I get to play it and I end up enjoying it also, it's like it's a fucking win-win, dude, you know?
Yeah. So That's my gaming goal for 2026.
I think it's a good one. I'll join you.
So maybe we'll get through some of these. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that we're going to play Ogre Battle 64 this year because it is on the schedule, but who's to say it's going to come off?
Yeah.
Because it came off last year.
No, honestly, I think getting the Steam Deck will help me out a little bit. I always try to play on original hardware, but like
maybe I will
save
tell
states,
you,
bro. Yeah, it just depends.
Ogre Battle 64 is not one that's going to help you. I've already tried. I already tested it out.
Damn.
It's fucking awful.
Yeah. Well, some games, we just experienced it with Bloody Roar recently. So even if it's one game, price helps paid for it, whatever. It's good for the podcast, man.
It is, and we do try to play it on original the best we can. And we don't play games for this that we don't own.
Correct.
So I think that does change it, where it's like, I'm not being like, Snatcher, is it worth it? Like, we don't own that game. We're not going to do it for the episode. Because you always know, like, if you own the game, you can emulate the game. That's the rule. If your friend owns the game, we're going to emulate the game. Like, but it's also, it's more convenient, especially for us. Like, okay, I want to play Ogre Battle. Unfortunately, Ogre Battle is not going to be one that we're going to be able to play, emulate at the same time. Like, we both don't have copies of that game. So it's going to be one of us playing it and the other person's going to have to be doing something else.
Right.
So maybe at the time that you're playing Ogre Battle, I'm playing your copy of something else, or I'm able to emulate this, be able to have the conveniences of like taking it on a trip or something like that,
The Harvest Moon, that was one I was sweating a little bit until I was like, oh, it's on the fucking Switch eStop and I can play this during the middle of peak and get it done. If it wasn't for that, I would have been like coming home after a 14-hour day and sitting in front of the TV with a 64 controller is much different than, if I fall asleep playing this in bed, I have a save state. No, I mean, overall, I think it was a pretty solid year for games in general. The podcast, I feel like we grew quite a bit with the podcast, and 2025 was not bad for games, y'all. Like, pretty goddamn good year, some great games, fun memories with the podcast. I'm excited about the slate for next year. I think it's pretty solid. As far as games coming out, I don't know. We'll see, I feel like more and more developers and publishers are just like shadow dropping shit, so I'm excited about 2026, though. It's another year to do this podcast. It's a blast. It's my best friend.
This is going to be our 4th year.
It's kind of wild, man. It's like everyone thinks it's probably cliche when I say this, but like I literally can't believe there's other people who give a fuck about this. Like it blows my mind every time. Every time there's a comment or a subscriber or someone to Discord, I'm like, just thank you, y'all. Like I'm glad that people get to enjoy me hanging out with my best friend playing video games.
Yeah, sure, it's our 4th year, right? But we did so much so many new things happen.
Yeah.
So
I mean, honestly, there was a bunch of new stuff. We had more opportunities to fail more, and we tried a lot of new things this year, and there's some stuff that we tried that you guys are never going to see because we're just like, well, that didn't work. Yeah, we could do a whole podcast on just bloopers and that failed miserably. There's some funny ones. So much
footage that's never going to see the light of day.
Thank God.
And that's just, it's trial, and we had a lot of trial and error, and we had a lot of error.
Oh yeah.
But that's just what happens.
You know what? It's always a learning experience. Like I'm the guy that tries to twist into a positive. So I'm excited for next year.
Like even with all the failures and the shortcomings and the disappointing things that just didn't pan out, like there's still, I don't think of it as like, damn, I gotta do this shit again. I still have so much fun doing it, even if we do fail, because then we're just like, well, that shit didn't work, let's try this. Yeah. Let's
go back to the very first episode, Jack Bros. We did it 3 times that fucking day.
Dude, we did that. Yeah. We haven't had to re-record an episode in a while.
Yeah, dude.
In a long time. I don't think we re-recorded anything this year, did we?
No. We did do some video and stuff, but as far as like audio, no, it was good.
Video? Did we have to re-record any video?
We had to make some changes, like with the Mad Dog thing. We had this idea to get costumes and shit. Y'all will never see that footage. It is not going in here. Do not put that shit in here.
We were going to do some cool shit with Mad Dog that just didn't pan out because we had a lot of technical issues. But maybe for next year that'll be fun if we can figure it out.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Googling and YouTube.
Dude, that's the thing, because like we're not professionals at all. It's literally we're just two bros that fucking play video games and make content. Like I don't think y'all understand how like unsophisticated this is.
It's just us in Brian's fucking basement. Literally,
and then there's so much new technology and shit we use this year that never gonna see the light of day, like behind the scenes shit that y'all just don't know about. And it was fun, man. Like it was a lot of work, and it didn't feel like work ever. I thoroughly enjoy doing this with you, man. Thank you for doing it another year with me. Like,
yep, I have a lot of fun.
And I hope, y'all enjoy it. That's great too. Like, it's awesome. Thank you all for listening and watching. Like, it's great. Love it.
I don't even know how many do, but thanks for all two of you guys.
It's more than one. Yeah, it might be more than two now.
All two of you guys.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's all free of charge.
That's right.
Next up in 2026, the Collecti-Bros Patreon.
Those unseen videos, all my feet.
Yeah, feet pics, bro.
Yeah, dude.
All right, if you guys are interested in the unseen footage and foot pics, let us know in the comments, and maybe that's what we'll do.
DM in Discord.
Yeah, hit us up in Discord.
Feet now.
Feet, not for free. That's it for the 2025 wrap-up for the final time of 2025. Actually, you know what? This is actually coming out on the 1st.
That's true.
I am just a big-ass liar.
No, we recorded it in 2025. So
that's true. We did record it in 2025. This is the last recording of 2025.
There we go.
Yep. What did you guys play this year? What do you want to see next year? Just 2025. What happened? Anything good?
Tell us about it.
Anything bad? Yeah, put it down in the comments. Our next episode that's going to come out is going to be about the stuff that we would never collect. We talk all the time about the stuff that we do collect, but what are the things that you will never see us talking about?
The anti-Collecti-Bros episode.
The anti-Collecti-Bros episode.
Collected nose.
Collected
that for April Fool's that one year.
That's what's up on the next episode of the Collecti-Bros podcast. Until then, hope you had a wonderful holiday season. Hope you got some cool shit. So show me your cool shit. I want to see it. I'll show you my cool shit. It's called an empty wallet. A couple dust bunnies might come out of there.
I'll show you my dog. He's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing great. He's just expensive.
He is expensive and needy.
Yes. Oh, he loves you now. Yes.
He loves me. I don't know what I did.
That's the update for 2025. You're his best friend now. I don't know what happened.
Until next year / this year now, stay oppressed.
That's right.
Break that glass ceiling.
That's right.
Collecti-Bros out.